Finally, let's talk about the effects of self-disclosure. As we've seen, self-disclosure could potentially have really positive effects on a relationship, but it can also have really negative effects on a relationship. Let's talk first about those positive relationships. Self-disclosure can be really beneficial to a relationship. Self-disclosure can actually lead to more self-disclosure, right? So if you tell your relational partner something about you, that often leads to your relational partner telling you something about them, and so on and so forth. And that's because when you initially disclosed, you sent the message that you trust this other person. And then the other person wanted you to feel like they trusted you, so they disclosed something, and then you feel like, well, I want to keep this trust thing going. So it creates this cycle of disclosure, which can really help deepen the relationship. Self-disclosure often leads to a greater sense of relational intimacy and self-worth. So it helps not only to help grow and deepen the relationship, but it also helps you to feel better about yourself as well. Additionally, self-disclosure can actually cause a decrease in stress. It can help reduce the amount of stress that individuals feel because it increases our feelings of social support. And so when we feel like we have a support system, that can often lead to a reduced stress level for us. Now, self-disclosure can be beneficial, yes, but there are some pretty big risks that come along with self-disclosure. One of these is that the other person might have a negative reaction to the information that we are giving them. They might choose to reject the information or reject us as a person and completely dissolve the relationship. And so that's one of the reasons that we might choose to not share information with the other person. Additionally, however, one of the risks of self-disclosure is that the receiver of that information might fail to keep the information secure. So they might take that information that you've given them in confidence and tell it to somebody else who you did not intend to have that information. And so they might break your trust, right? They might share your secrets with the world. You never know. By self-disclosing, you are risking that loss of control over the information. And so when it comes to self-disclosure, we are always weighing these benefits and these risks and deciding whether or not it's worth it to share the information with this other person. And this is a decision that we are making in each individual relationship that we are in. So there are some things that we are going to disclose in one relationship that we are not going to disclose in another. And it's a decision that we are making on an individual level as well. And so whenever we are weighing those benefits and risks, it's a decision that we have to make with every single person with whom we are in a relationship.